And welcome to Two Old Farts in a Cart, Season 4, Episode 21, a birthday edition today.
That's right.
Coach Toney has treated me to a round of golf today on my birthday, and I greatly appreciate that there, Coach Toney.
Well, you're quite welcome, Coach. We're enjoying the day.
Coach Toney, we're just around the corner from the start. We got our first high school game this Friday,
right, yeah.
And then we'll be in Atlanta. And welcome to Two Old Farts in a Cart, Season 4, Episode 21, a birthday edition today.
That's right.
Coach Toney has treated me to a round of golf today on my birthday, and I greatly appreciate that there, Coach Toney.
Well, you're quite welcome, Coach. We're enjoying the day.
Coach Toney, we're just around the corner from the start. We got our first high school game this Friday,
right, yeah.
And then we'll be in Atlanta next Sunday there, though. You were talking just a second ago, I want to go touch on this, about hot seats in the SEC. You said there's about 7 of them. Share those with us on who you think.
About 5 to 7 of them. One I think is Hugh Freeze, Auburn, Sam Pittman, Arkansas, Venables, Oklahoma. Let's see, Mississippi State. Yeah, I don't know. They might give him another year, but if he don't improve over about 3 wins, he'll be on the hot seat. And then I tell you 2 that you wouldn't think of, but I think to a certain degree are on. That's LSU's Brian Kelly. I think if he don't make it to the playoffs, he might be on the hot seat. And DeBoer from Alabama, I think if he don't be successful, if he don't make it, he might be on the hot seat too. So we just got a large number there, Coach. I hate it for a coach being an ex-coach, but in these days and times, you got to win. And what's meant by a win is what's important now.
And what's interesting too is they're making the big bucks. So these coaches so they are expected to produce. And again, let me throw one thing out there real quick, and then we're going to get into some of the week 1 matchups here today on our Two Old Farts in a Cart round there, though. But so are the Big Ten today is trying to come out with some kind of propose taking 24 or 28 teams to playoffs. That is, what do you think?
I think that is flat out ridiculous.
That is totally ridiculous doing that. That's way too many. That's like letting everybody in.
Hey, that's right.
I mean, that would be under that format or something. You'd be talking about, 6 or 7 teams from the ACC getting in, and they're doing good really to have 1 to 2 legitimate ones in there, right, though, without putting in some of these little weak sisters like that would just be a tackling dummy for some of these other bigger schools first round, though. But
I think realistically, I think what they're contemplating right now, I think 16 teams, that will be a good number.
I think that possibly would.
But who am I to say? I'm not on the committee.
No. They never ask us, do they?
No, they don't ask.
We could solve all the world's problems if they just asked us.
See, if you had 16, legitimately, you could have 4 SEC, which I think would be a good number, 4 Big Ten, I think it would be a good number right there, 2 ACC, 2 Big 12, and then, of course, Notre Dame's going to be in the mix, and that's going to leave you 2 or 3, some committee member buddies who they want in there.
Yep. All righty. Well, we'll be back to talk some more football here on the birthday edition of Two Old Farts in a Cart. Be back in a minute. Back to Two Old Farts in a Cart. I'm Coach Cox. He's Coach Toney. Coach Toney, some week number 1 games right here. Georgia Tech and Colorado. Who you going with?
I'm going with Colorado by a touchdown.
I'm going with Georgia Tech because Colorado's got to replace their quarterback who went to the Browns and a couple of things there. But I'm going with the Techsters. All right, Cincinnati at Nebraska. Over here. Over here. Pass me. Or you want to look through yours first?
Well, I ain't gonna check. You come.
Okay. All right. Cincinnati at Nebraska.
All right. I have to go with Matt Rose, Nebraska Cornhusker.
He's got his quarterback coming back.
Yeah.
I do too. All right. Utah at UCLA.
I gotta go with Utes.
Utes, because UCLA with a new coach, I think even though they're home, I think I've got to go with the Utes.
Yeah, I gotta do that.
All right, next up is TCU at the Tar Heels. Belichick's debut.
I tell you what, Coach, I'm gonna go with a surprise on this. I think I'm going with Tar Heels.
I'm going with the Horny Toads
Okay.
with that, though. All right,
No problem.
Notre Dame at Miami. That's a good matchup there.
That is, because, Notre Dame got a new quarterback. I'm going to go with Notre Dame by 4 points.
I'm going to go with Miami with their new quarterback has got more experience, and I'm going to give the home team a little bit of advantage right there. All right, we're going to come back with 5 more in just a minute.
Okay.
And welcome back to Two Old Farts in a Cart. Coach Toney and I are picking what I think are 10 of the best opening week games for this week. We left off about midway through the pack. A game to be played in Atlanta, Georgia, a day or so before we're going to be there is the Tennessee Vols and Syracuse Orange. It's going to be the Battle of the Orange that day. What do you think?
That's right. Before we jump into this, I'd like to reiterate something I talked about a while ago about coaches on the hot seat. My bad. There were 2 other coaches which I considered in that category, which I did not eviscerate a while ago. Napier, Florida. Stoops of Kentucky. Okay, now back to the
Tennessee
I gotta
and
go with
Syracuse.
Aguilera and the Tennessee Vols.
Okay, I got to go with the Vols too by double digits.
Okay, I can possibly see that, yes.
Okay. Alabama at Florida State.
Okay, I'm going to go with Bama by 2 touchdowns.
I'll go along with you. I agree with that one too. Texas at Ohio State. We've gotten all this hype with Manning and all like that.
Yeah.
Can he go win a big game on the road on his first tour as a Heisman candidate?
Coach, I'm going to say the Kool-Aid stops. I'm going to go with the Buckeyes.
I'm going to go with the Longhorns on that one right there too. Okay. The next one is we will be at that game is going to be Virginia Tech and South Carolina in Atlanta for the Aflac Bowl. Aflac.
I'm going to go with the Gamecocks by 10 points.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Gamecocks by double digits, and that's a huge game with them. If they can get over this hurdle early, they got a chance to get off to a quick start.
That's right, absolutely, unequivocally.
And Coach Toney, I think this is what this one and the Texas-Ohio State game, I think, are the 2 games of the week for game 1. The Battle of the Tigers, the Battle of the Death Valleys, LSU goes to Clemson for a week 1 heavyweight match.
I guarantee the Tigers win.
I do too.
The Tigers from South Carolina win by 4 points.
I'm going the other way. My pick is the LSU Bengal Tigers by 4 in the Battle of Death Valley. With the importance that LSU has put, they've lost, 6 straight season openers?
Yeah,
5 straight, and this has been a high priority. I think they'll pull out all the stops, and they will go in and steal a big road win over the hometown Tigers.
But don't you feel like, you've been a former coach and all, sometimes you can put too much emphasis on a game?
You can. And that very well could happen. But my gut feeling, and hopefully it's not from having too much early birthday cake, my gut feeling is LSU by 4 at Clemson.
Yeah. I think Klebnik and then by 4.
We will see how these match out, how these come out, and we will talk about them later, though. So we'll be back.
That sounds like a winner.
We'll be back with one more segment today on Two Old Farts on a Cart birthday edition. We'll be back in a minute.
Absolutely.